do. Should be going live any second here. Maybe. Are we live? I have no idea. Dude, come on, YouTube. Let's get this thing live. I don't know if I'm live or not right now. It says I am, but at the same time, it's not showing as live. So yeah, hopefully. There we go. Now it's showing live. Cool. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am the Bald Ginger. We're jumping into some Road to the Show here today. We got a 4-game set at home against the Reds, so we're going to jump right into this one. I've avoided going cold so far, but batting average only sitting at .243 on the season, and we've had a rough go this week. So we need to have that batting average up a bit. We need to do a lot better at the plate for that to happen. Top of the first, Xavier Edwards leading off for the Reds. He's hitting .355 on the season. Nobody out, nobody on, of course, because he's leading off the game. He's got himself a 2-1 count against Nick Frasso. Let's see what happens here. Wind up and the pitch from Frasso. And it's a bunt on the third baseline. Bare hand grab and go. We got somebody. I'll be darned. That is the first or second time this season that I have been able to get a bare hand grab and go on a bunt and throw the guy out. Bottom of the first, 2 outs, nobody on, no score. Marco Reyes on the mound for the Reds, and I get a boss battle dynamic challenge right out the blocks here. And we're going to go for that single or better. Reyes does throw 95 on the four-seamer and 91 on his cutter. First pitch from him. Just missed the inside corner with the curveball. 1-0 the count. There's a good start. Man, am I glad that wasn't a slider. Second pitch on the way from him. And it's a swing and a miss on a four-seamer above the zone on the inner third. He's pitching me inside on this at-bat, apparently. 1-1 pitch on the way. Whoa, way inside with the slider. 2-1 the count. Come on, big fella. Give me something good to swing at here. That's not it. Four-seamer low and inside. It's a 3-1 count. So it doesn't look like I'm going to get that single or better, but I might be able to draw a walk here. 3-1 pitch. Ripped to third. Hot shot to the hot corner. And a little L5 action is how we're going to start off our series here against the Reds. All right. Moving on, it's now bottom of the third. Cardinals up 1-0. I'm standing in 0 for 1 on the day. Runners on first and second, 2 away. Marco Reyes still on the mound for the Reds. First pitch from him. And we foul away a four-seamer in the top of the zone on the inner third. That makes for an 0-1 count. I lead the team with 8 home runs, but that is really low for me. Second pitch is a changeup outside taken for ball 1. 1-1 the count. Come on, big fella. What do you got here on pitch number 3? Ooh, four-seamer. I went fishing for it underneath the knees on the inner third. And it's over the right fielder's head. We'll hold up at second. I'm not pushing for a triple. But we drive in a pair with that double. And it's now a 3-0 lead for the Redbirds. That'll help the old batting average out a bit. We'll take that. Top of the fourth, still a 3-0 ball game. Tristan Casas, reigning MVP, standing at the dish for the Reds. He's 0 for 1 on the day, hitting .313 on the season. 1 out, nobody on. 1-1 pitch on the way here from Nick Frasso. He's got a kick and deal here. And it's a liner over my head. I don't know how that's a fielding opportunity for me because, I'm not that tall. For crying out loud. So he's got himself a single. We come back bottom of the fifth. It's a 4-2 ball game. Cardinals out in front. Runners on first and second. 1 away. Connor Phillips now on the mound for the Reds out of the bullpen. He hits 96 on the four-seamer, 94 on the sinker. First pitch, right down Broadway, and we pop up a four-seamer. Right fielder coming in to make the play there in shallow right field. And nothing good coming out of that at-bat. Ambush tactics not paying off here. That's just a lazy out number 2. Bottom of the seventh, we come back, still a 4-2 ball game. Runners on first and second again. 1 away, Connor Phillips still towing the rubber. First pitch of the at-bat here from Phillips. Below the knees, the four-seamer. So, we got ourselves a 1-0 count again in this game. Got that belly full of Cracker Jack here, seeing how it's the bottom of the 7th. Second pitch got me to swing and miss at a changeup low and away. 1-1 the count. Next pitch from Phillips. Come on, big fella. And we foul away a four-seamer above the knees, just barely on the dividing line, I guess you want to say, between the center of the plate and the inner third. Four-seamer on the inner third, had to protect the plate, popped up into shallow right field. Second baseman makes the play out there this time, though. And it's a non-productive second out here in the bottom of the 7th. Cardinals end up taking the win against the Reds here. 7-2 the final score there. So my two-run double is about the only productive thing I had in this one. 1 for 4 day at the plate helps the batting average, but not by a lot. 243 coming in. It's going to be like 244. And we're going to move on to the second game of this series. You know what that means. This is where I remind everybody, if you haven't done so already, or if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. You can also like and comment on this video, as all of those things do help me out with the YouTube algorithm. Rain falling here in game number 2. William Young on the mound for the Reds. Runner on first, 1 away. I'm standing in with a 244 batting average. Young hits 94 on his four-seamer, 90 on the two-seamer, 89 on the sinker. First pitch, just off the outside corner at the knees with the four-seamer, and it's a 1-0 count. Hey, a non-creepy fan out. Oh, wait, his eyes are bugging out of his skull there. Kind of creepy, but hey, we'll take it. 1-0 pitch on the way here from William Young. And we foul away a four-seamer on the inner third. Tardy on the swing, and it's a 1-1 count for me now. Third pitch of the at-bat. Come on, big shoots. And we're swinging at a sinker well below the knees on the inner third. 1-2 the count. As pitch selection is going to matter a lot here if I'm going to increase that batting average any. The 1-2 pitch. Almost in the dirt with a changeup there below the outside corner. 2-2 the count. Pitch number 5 of the at-bat. We rip one down the left field line, but it's going to go foul and out of play. 2-2 the count. That was the 5th pitch of the at-bat now. Pitch number 6. And we foul off a four-seamer above the zone. Could have been a full count, but no. I'm swinging at everything here. 2-2 still the count. 7th pitch on its way now from Young. And we foul off a changeup down the middle of the plate. 2-2 still the count here. What are we looking at? 8th pitch of the at-bat now. And we pop up a two-seamer on the inner corner. Yet again, a lazy pop-out to the second baseman. And not a lot going on at the dish for me so far. Bottom of the 4th, we come back. Reds are up 4-0. I'm standing in 0 for 1 on the day, 1 for 5 on the series. We got a big deficit here in the bottom of the 4th. Nobody out, nobody on, and I get the dynamic challenge because the bases are empty. And let's try to get on base after taking the first pitch. Why not? Watch, he's going to serve me up a changeup right down the middle. Nope, four-seamer on the outer third, swing and a miss. It's an 0-1 count. I have 19 career home runs against Cincy, so I have had some good times against them. So far, this game has not been great. 0-1 pitch. Outside at the knees with the four-seamer. 1-1 the count. Come on, big fella. Put one in the zone. Make a mistake. That was it. Four-seamer in the top of the zone down the middle of the plate. Fouled it away, though. 1-2 the count. Of course, good swing timing. Bad contact. The 1-2 pitch. Up and in a little bit with the four-seamer, and it's a 2-2 count. What are we going to get here with pitch number 5? Another four-seamer, maybe? No, sinker at the knees. Got a piece of it and fouled it away. That preserves a 2-2 count. But we're looking at pitch number 6 of the at-bat already. And there's one drilled out to deep center field, unfortunately. Too much air under that. The center fielder's got time to make the play. That's a long and loud first out here in the bottom of the 4th. And my woes at the plate continue. Standing in bottom of the 6th, 5-2 the lead for Cincinnati now. Nobody out, nobody on. William Young still on the mound, throwing pitch number 70 of his outing. Just off the inside corner there with a four-seamer. It's a 1-0 count now. Pitch number 2 from Young. Come on, big shoots. Another one inside. Four-seamer again. 2-0 the count. working a little close to the knees here. And a dribbler to short with the sinker. Throw to first in plenty of time. And a ground out to short. We'll call that one 6-3 for those of you keeping track at home. Top of the 7th, it's a 7-2 ball game now. Cincy in the lead. Runner on second, 2 away. Henry Davis at the dish. He's 1 for 2 on the day, 1 for 6 on the series. Boy, can I relate to that 1 for 6 on the series. Drew Hackenberg on the mound for the Cardinals here. He's going to be throwing a 1-2 pitch to Davis. Let's see what we get here. Simple ground ball. We'll get a glove on it. Throw to first. They'll be in plenty of time. And that sends us to the 7th inning stretch here in St. Louis. Don't forget your Cracker Jack. All right, top of the 8th, we're back at it. 7-2 still the score. Runners on first and second. Only 1 away for Alec Burleson. It's a former Cardinal there. 1 for 4 on the day for Burley. He's 2 for 7 on the series with a home run in game number 1, apparently. See what he can do with the 0-1 pitch here. He's going to ground one right to me at third. We'll get a glove on a throw to second, relay to first, and we go around the horn. 5-4-3 for the double play that retires the side. Not much luck at the plate there for Burley, but we'll take that. We come back, bottom of the 8th. Still a 7-2 ball game. Runners are not on deck, or I should say not on the bases. 1 out. Ty Floyd on the mound for the Reds now. He hits 96 on the four-seamer. And that's all he's got this quick. He's got another four-seamer at 89, which is weird. First pitch from him, just off the outside corner with that fast four-seamer. Only 15,710 in attendance of today's game. I think the rain was keeping him away. I'm looking at a 1-0 pitch now from Floyd. Inside with a four-seamer there, and it's a 2-0 count. It's the first 2-0 count I've seen in a little bit. Third pitch of the at-bat now. There's one drilled out to deep right center field. This one's going to get down for extra bases without a problem. It's off the wall high. Off the bullpen wall out there and right. And we will take the stand-up double any old day of the week. That works for me. 9th double on the season. So it looks like in this series I'm going double or nothing at the dish. Reds do end up taking the win 7-4, the final score there. So we have split this series so far 1 game apiece. We're moving on to game number 3. And hopefully we can get another W in here. There we go. Nice bright sunny skies today. Day game action in game number 3. Chase Petty on the mound for the Reds in this one. He throws 97 on the four-seamer, 96 on the two-seamer. No score currently. Runner on first, 1 away. First pitch of the at-bat is low and inside with the four-seamer. It's a 1-0 count to start things here. As you see there, Cardinals are 19-20 on the season, 3 games back from the Reds. Second pitch of this at-bat, right down Broadway, and we send it into left field. Ground ball with eyes, and that'll help the old batting average out. Hit streak is now alive and well. We got runners on first and second with only 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Bottom of the third. It's a 1-1 ball game. Nobody out, nobody on. Chase Petty still on the mound for the Reds. First pitch of the at-bat from him. Come on, Big Shoots. We pop up a four-seamer at the top of the zone. Over by the dugout. Reds first baseman reaches over and makes the play. Oh, bad luck for me there. Another foot into the dugout, and it wouldn't have been an out, but yeah, that was a sky-high fly out. Top of the fourth, we come back. Michael Bush at the plate for the Reds. He's 1 for 1 on the day. Got a runner on second, nobody out. Bush has a solo home run in the second inning, so he's one of the reasons why the Reds are now leading 2-1. He's hitting .303 on the season, too. 1-2 the count for him with Gordon Graceffo on the mound. Wind up and the pitch. Ground ball towards me at third. We'll grab that, throw to first. And that's the first out in the top half of the fourth inning here. Bottom half of the inning, Cardinals are now leading 3-2. I got runners on first and second with 2 outs as I'm standing in for the third time already today. 1 for 2 on the day, 3 for 10 on the series. And I get the dynamic challenge because of multiple runners on. And I think we're just going to go for driving in the run. That's the way we want to do things here, right? Chase Petty's still toeing the rubber for Cincy. First pitch from him. And we're swinging at a two-seamer well below the knees there. 0-1 the count after getting a piece of that and fouling it off. Still only hitting .211 against right-handers this season. Next pitch is a four-seamer, but again below the knees. We watched that one for a 1-1 count. Third pitch on its way now from Petty. Just outside with a changeup. It's a 2-1 count. Come on, big guy. Put one in the zone for me if you could. He does. I can't make contact with the four-seamer in my cold zone. 2-2 the count after that big whiff. Next pitch. Swing and a miss and a changeup off the inside corner. Got me with that one. There's a K next to my name. Yeah, point to me, bud. See if I see you again here. We come back bottom of the seventh. I am not going to see him again. Connor Phillips is now on the mound for the Reds, who hold a 5-4 lead. Nobody out, nobody on, belly full of Cracker Jack. Let's see what I can do against Phillips and his 96-mile-an-hour four-seamer. He also hits 94 on the sinker. Wind-up and the pitch to start this at-bat. And it's a wee bit high with the four-seamer on the outer third. 1-0 the count. Second pitch going to be on the way here from Phillips. Chopper to third. Oh, he comes down with it. Throws to first. Oh, made it look easy, too. Bad luck again there. That's just a simple 5-3 putout for the first out here in the bottom of the seventh. Bottom of the eighth, we come back. I'm at the plate again. Cardinals now lead 7-5. Runner on second, 2 away. I'm standing in 1 for 4 on the day, 3 for 12 on the series. And I get the dynamic challenge because of the man on second. We don't do power or contact swings here, so that's not going to work. Home run I don't think is going to happen. So we'll just try to only swing at pitches inside the zone and drive in the run. Not like it matters, as the skipper says. First base for free, good sir. 35,200 in attendance of today's game, probably laughing and booing at that one. Cardinals take the win, 10-5 the final score there, as Robbie White picks up his first win out of the bullpen. And we're now leading 2-1 in this 4-game series. We shall move on to game number 4 and see if we're going to come out 3-1 or if we're going to split this 4-game series with the Reds. Another day game here. A little bit of clouds, but it's still fairly bright and sunny. And apparently, it's Mother's Day, as you see the pink bat there. See what I can do with Rhett Lauder on the mound for the Reds. He hits 95 on his four-seamer, and that's all he's got that's quick. First pitch of this at-bat. Right back up the box and into center field. So the pink bat does me some good here in the first inning. So I'm standing on first with 2 away, even though the Reds are leading 2-0 already. We come back bottom of the fourth. It's a 3-0 ball game with the Reds out in front. I'm standing in 1 for 1 on the day. Rhett Lauder still on the mound. Nobody out, nobody on. Let's see. First pitch of this at-bat. Just a little bit outside with the four-seamer there. 1-0 the count. I'm a 7-time Silver Slugger winner at third base. The 1-0 pitch now from Lauder. Chopper to short. It's going to be a closer play, but still plenty of time to get the out. Another 6-3 ground out for me here in the bottom of the fourth. Bottom of the sixth, we come back. Cardinals are on the board now, so it's a 3-1 ball game. I'm standing in 1 for 2 on the day with 1 out and nobody on. Rhett Lauder, of course, still on the mound. First pitch from him. And it's a swing and a miss at a changeup well below the knees on the outer third. 0-1 the count. Got 49 career RBIs against the Reds. A home run here could make it 50. And it's not going to happen with that pitch. It's a big swing and a miss at a slider below the knees, and it's an 0-2 count in a hurry here. The 2-strike pitch from Lauder. Perfect shot to the shortstop. Another 6-3 put out for my line score, and that's been the name of the game here, apparently. Top of the seventh, we come back, still a 3-1 ball game. Alec Burleson at the dish for the Reds, with Jose Urquidy on the mound for the Cardinals. Nobody out, nobody on here. 1-2 pitch on the way from Urquidy. That's a little dribbler down the third baseline. We'll throw across the diamond and get him easily for the first out here in the top of the seventh. Sorry about that, Burley. Man's got a job to do. Bottom of the ninth, we come back. Reds are up 4-1. Nobody out, nobody on. I'm leading off in the inning against Jose Alvarado. He hits 100 on the sinker and four-seamer, 95 on his cutter. First pitch from him, and we foul away a sinker at the knees on the outside corner. 0-1 the count. I was really late on that swing there. Second pitch of the at-bat from Alvarado. Come on, big fella. Low and away with the sinker. We watched that one go by, though. So we have a 1-1 count now. Pitch number 3. Come on, big shoots. Outside again, this time a sinker that was a bit higher than I think he wanted it. 2-1 the count. Pitch number 4 off the at-bat. Wow. Doesn't get the call with the cutter at the knees on the outside corner. That could have gone either way, most definitely. 3-1 the count for me, though. He serves one up right down Broadway with a four-seamer. Late swing and fouled away. We have a full count here in the bottom of the 9th. Pitch number 6 of the at-bat now from Alvarado. And that's a dribbler to third. Good Lord, I can't get any luck. Can't hardly get a ball out of the infield either, it looks like. So that's another 5-3 put out for my line score. Better than a strikeout, but I don't know by how much. Cardinals take the loss in game number 4, and we split the 4-game series 2 games apiece after the Reds stack up a 4-1 victory here. And I didn't even see there. Was that Devin Katimer took the loss today? Huh? That's a bummer. We're going to head back to the clubhouse here and jump into another series. And while the game's doing the whole loading thing, I am going to take a little bit of a drink here. Ye old Mountain Dew going to work its magic, I hope. All right. Here, ooh, we got a 3-game series against the Cubs. Let's get to it. Still no cold next to my names in the lineup, so I guess that's a perk. Batting average still sitting at 244 on the season. Ugh. All right. Oh, top of the first, Willie Castro's leading off for the Cubs, only hitting 178 on the season. I mean, even I'm doing better than that, bud. Swing the bat a little better, would you? His 10 stolen bases are second in the National League. Seeing how he doesn't get on base a lot, that's relatively impressive to have that many stolen bases. There's no score here in the top of the first. Nobody out, nobody on. 1-2 the count for Willie Castro. Robert Greaves still got that perfect record on the season. And Castro bunts one down the third base line. Bare hand grab and go. Not going to get him as he beats it out. It's better than a whiff on the ball. But, wow, he's got some speed. That's why he's got those stolen bases, baby. So the bunt for a hit successful for Castro there. We come back bottom of the first. No score. Runner on second. One away. I'm standing in hitting 244 with Dylan Cease on the mound for the Northsiders. He hits 98 on the four-seamer, and that's all he's got that's quick. I got to watch for that knuckle curve. And there's a slider in the zone. Got a piece of that and fouled it away. 0-1 the count. Still sitting at 406 career home runs. And second pitch, another slider down the middle of the plate, and we pull it foul down the third baseline. 0-2 the count for me in a hurry after a pair of sliders have got me all confused at the plate, apparently. 2-strike pitch. Wow, knuckle curve just off the outside corner. 1-2 the count. Cubs are 21-20 on the season and in 4th place in the division. Four-seamer on the inner third, sent out to deep right field. That's going to get caught by the right fielder. Runner from second, not going to tag in advance, even though he could have made it. That's just a non-productive second out here in the bottom of the first. Top of the second, we come back. Brennan Davis at the plate for the Cubs. There's still no score, but Davis has got runners on first and second with nobody out here. He's hitting a lowly .54 on the season. What is with these really low batting averages this season? 0-1 the count for Davis. And Robert Greaves is going to kick and deal here. We could use that ground ball double play. And that's not what we're getting. He pops one up. That's going to be the infield fly rule as the shortstop makes the play there for out number 1. Bottom of the fourth, we come back. Cubs are leading 1-0 now. I'm standing in 0 for 1 on the day. Dylan Cease still on the mound with 1 out and nobody on. Let's see what I can do against him in this at-bat. Swing and miss at a four-seamer just off the outside corner. That's how we're going to start things here. 0-1 the count for me now. Next pitch from Cease. Swing and a miss at a slider above the knees. Oh, he had me out in front by a mile there. 0-2 the count in a hurry in this plate appearance as well. 2-strike pitch is a four-seamer sent out to right field. Right fielder's able to get to it. And it's just an F9 for my line score. 2 away now in the bottom of the fourth. Bottom of the sixth. Still a 1-0 ball game. 1 out, nobody on. Dylan Cease still on the mound. Let's see if I can do a little better against him in this at-bat. First pitch from him. We foul off a four-seamer just above the zone. Had to protect the plate in case that was an off-speed pitch because he's got a few of those. 0-1 the count for me now. Next pitch is well inside with the slider. 1-1 the count. Pitch number 3 from Cease. And we are late on a four-seamer and foul it away. 1-2 the count for me now. The only good thing about this at-bat, at least I'm only swinging it once above the plate. And we pull a slider just off the outside corner to third. He's going to throw to first and get me by a step. So another non-productive out for me here at the plate. 2 outs now in the bottom of the sixth. Bottom of the eighth, still a 1-0 ball game. Chester Berg now on the mound for the Cubs. I've got a runner on first and 1 away and an 0-for-3 line score so far today. And I get the dynamic challenge because of that man on first. And, you know what? We're going for the home run. What the heck? Yeah, intentional walk. That's what I thought. You deserve the chicken sound there, good sir. Oh, what's a guy got to do to get a decent at-bat in this series? Top of the ninth, we're tied at 1. And 2 outs and nobody on for Adley Rutschman. He's 0-for-3 on the day, hitting .243 on the season. We've got Drew Hackenberg on the mound for the Cardinals now. 2-strike pitch on the way from him. And it's a ground ball to me at third. We'll get a glove on that. Throw to first. And that sends us to the bottom of the ninth now. Tied at 1 run apiece here in St. Louis. And it's the bottom third of the order coming up to the dish. Cardinals walk it off. Did we do it in 9? Did we do it in 10? I know it wasn't me at the plate that did anything there, as I went 0-for-3 on the day. And, yeah, it looks like we put up a 2 spot in the bottom of the ninth to win 3-1. We'll take that. Drew Hackenberg gets the win out of the bullpen. So, Robert Greaves still has a perfect record on the season. We're going to move on to game number 2, though. You know what that means. This is where I remind everybody, if you haven't done so already, or if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. You can also like and comment on this video, as all of those things do help me out with the YouTube algorithm. All right. Bottom of the first. No score here in St. Louis. 2 outs, nobody on. Luis Gil on the mound for the Cubs. He hits 99 on the four-seamer, 90 on his circle change, 98 on the two-seamer, 89 on the slider. First pitch from him. It's a fly ball down the right field line. Four-seamer is not going to stay fair. Just foul of the line out there in right field. 0-1 the count. Second pitch now from Gil. Just off the outside corner at the knees with the four-seamer there. We take that one for a ball, so we have a 1-1 count. Third pitch to the at-bat. Inside with a two-seamer. 2-1 the count now. Come on, big fella. Give me something good right down the heart of the plate. That's not it. Slider low and inside, taken for ball 3. And we are 1 pitch away from getting first base for free the hard way. 3-1 pitch from Gil. And it's gripped and ripped to deep left. Say hello to the bleachers. Little souvenir for the fans out there in left, as that is home run number 9 on the season, if memory serves me right. Yepper, 400-footer into left field bleachers. And 109 off the bat, so not too shabby. We'll take that. It's about time I did something at the plate here. Bottom of the third. It's a 4-0 lead for the Cardinals. I'm standing in 1-for-1 on the day. Nobody out, nobody on. Luis Gil still on the mound for the Cubbies. First pitch from him. A little bit high on the outside corner with a four-seamer there. It's a 1-0 count. Come on, big fella. Make a mistake in the zone again. No, that's not it. Slider inside, just above the knees. 2-0 the count now. Dare I say it, he's going to pitch around me just a little bit. And there's a good drive on a four-seamer out to deep center, but the center fielder is underneath it. So that had a little bit too much air underneath the hit, so yeah, just an F8 for my line score there. What is with the Cubs outfielders and taking off their hat after they make a catch out there? That's kind of weird. Bottom of the fourth, it's a 7-0 ball game with the Cardinals out in front. 2 outs and a runner on first for me as Colin Holderman is now on the mound for the Cubs out of the bullpen. He hits 100 on the sinker, 95 on the cutter, 86 on the sweeping curve. And there's one that gets away from the catcher. Runner is going to advance to second on the play. And yeah, wild pitch gets an extra base for the man on second now. 1-0 the count for me. Wow, that was a sweeping curve that got way outside. 1-0 pitch from Holderman. And I'm tardy on the sinker. Just above the knees, and that's a big swing and a miss after not catching up to that one. Chopper to second. That will advance the runner to third if I could have beaten it out. Instead, it's a simple 4-3 putout. Still a 7-0 lead for the Cardinals after 4 innings, so we'll take that. Bottom of the 7th, it's still a 7-0 ball game. Got that belly full of Cracker Jack here. 1 out, nobody on. Yohan Ramirez on the mound for the Cubs. He hits 97 on the sinker, 96 on the 4-seamer, 85 on his slider. First pitch, outside with that slider by quite a bit. 1-0 the count. Pitch number 2 of the at-bat. And we drill one into center field. That's going to get down. And, this could be a risky play. And we are into second safely. I'll be darned. I thought I was going to get gunned down at second base again. Instead, it's my 10th double on the season. And a 2-hit ball game. Been a while since I've had one of those. Bottom of the 8th, it's an 8-0 lead for the Cardinals. Bases are loaded, 2 away. Yohan Ramirez still on the mound for the Cubs here. First pitch of this at-bat. Sinker just above the knees there, down the middle of the plate. Good swing timing, bad contact. And we have an 0-1 count after fouling that one away. Second pitch of the at-bat from Ramirez. Ground ball past a diving shortstop. That'll score a pair. We'll hold up at first. And it's a 2-run single to make it a 10-0 ball game here in the bottom of the 8th. A 3-hit day at the dish. I haven't seen one of those in eons. I mean, it's had to have been like a month. Wait, was this a no-hitter? Perfect game, maybe? There's a big celebration going on in front of the mound. What is the deal there with Frasso? What did you do, dude? What did you do? It's a big celebration. Are they going to show it, or are we going to have to go to the post-game thing to see what happened there? I went 3 for 5 on the day. And what did Frasso... A no-hitter. Holy cow. Let's see the stats on that box score because I am curious. Pitching. Yep, he took the win. 3 walks. So not a perfect game, but definitely the no-no. How about that, big fella? Have yourself a game. We're going to move on to the 3rd and final game of this series. Let's see what we can do there. Remember, if we are up 2-0, if we're 1-1, I think we're 1-1. Got some rain falling here in the next game. Ben Brown on the mound for the Cubs here. Bottom of the 1st, 2 outs, nobody on. Brown throws, looks like 96 on the 4-seamer, 93 on his 2-seamer, 92 on the cutter, 81 on the curveball. First pitch from him. Hot shot right to the shortstop. And 1 pitch is all it takes for out number 3 here in the bottom of the 1st. And we're moving on to the 2nd. Still no score here in St. Louis. Bottom of the 3rd, scoreboard's awake. It's an 8-3 ball game with the Cubs out in front. 2 outs, nobody on as I'm standing in 0 for 1 against Ben Brown. First pitch of this at-bat. Off the outside corner with the 4-seamer. 1-0 the count. Got 1,125 RBI on my career now. Second pitch of this at-bat. Chopped to short again. It's another 6-3 putout. And that's the name of the game so far here in this one, as I've got a pair of those on my line score now. And after 3 innings, Cubs are out in front by a score of 8-3. Woo. Top of the 5th. Still an 8-run for the Cubs. 5 for the Cardinals now, though, so it's a 3-run deficit. Good Lord, I can't talk. Cole Young standing in for the Cubs. He's 0 for 1 on the day with an RBI, a run scored, and a walk so far. 1 for 8 on the series. Bases are empty, nobody out. 0-1 pitch on the way from Jose Urquidy. And it's popped up for the shortstop in shallow left field. Right on the edge of the grass and the dirt. And that's the first out here in the top of the 5th. Bottom of the fifth, still an 8-5 ball game. I'm standing in 0 for 2 on the day, 3 for 10 on the series so far. Runner on first and one away, and I still have Ben Brown on the mound for the Cubs. And I get the dynamic challenge because the man on first. We don't do contact or power swings here, so it's home run or nothing for the dynamic challenge. Let's see what I can do against Ben Brown in this plate appearance. First pitch from him, and we foul off a four-seamer on the outside corner. 0-1 the count. I did win the batting title back in 2030. This is 2032, and things are not looking so rosy anymore. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. But the man on first steals second. I've got an 0-2 count. But, runner on second might take the bat out of my hands. We shall see. 2-strike pitch now from Ben Brown. And it got me reaching for the curveball off the plate away. Yeah, I don't blame him for going off speed off the plate because that's what I've been swinging at in that at-bat. So there's a K next to my name for this one. Bottom of the seventh, it's a 9-5 ball game with the Cubs out in front. Runner on first and 2 away as I'm standing in against Chester Berg. He still throws 99 on the four-seamer, 98 on the cutter, 90 on the slider. First pitch. Got me reaching for the slider low and away. 0-1 the count. Batting average against righties is up to a 215, but that's one of the main reasons my batting average is garbage this year. Second pitch is a slider up and in. 1-1 the count. Looking at the third pitch of the at-bat now from Berg. There's one popped into shallow right center field. Right fielder coming in to make the play in the alley as he's got all kinds of time to get there. Heck, the third baseman might have been able to run that one down. And that's going to retire the side. 7 innings complete now in St. Louis. Cubs are out in front by a score of 9-5. And the Cubs are going to take the win here. And 9-5 the final score, as we were going for a sweep in that one. But the Cubs take the win to avoid getting swept. They still dropped 2 of 3 when they came to town, so we'll take that. 0 for 4 day at the plate for me makes for a 3 for 12 series, so that batting average hovering right around 250 for me is plenty accurate in this one. We're going to head back to the clubhouse, though, head into another series, and hopefully get that batting average up a little bit. I haven't seen it over 250 in quite a while now. 240s has been the name of the game for me. Come on, PlayStation. Here we go. 3-game set against the A's, but we're going to have to do some training first. You know what? Reaction and durability, why not? Auto-train that because we're less than 2 weeks away from the debut of MLB The Show 25, so I'm not too concerned about trying to do that kind of stuff. The A's have some fire in their lineup there. Okay. We'll jump into the first game of this series. Cardinals sitting at an even 22-22. A's at 18-26. Despite the fire in their lineup, that is intriguing. All right, top of the first. 1-0 lead for the Cardinals so far. 1 out, nobody on. I'm standing in against Peter Boyle. He hits 94 on his four-seamer, 92 on the cutter, and that's all he's got that's quick. First pitch from him. And we chop one right back up the box and into center field. We've got ourselves a single after a little bit of ambush tactics in that at-bat. That'll help the batting average out a little bit, as long as we can keep that up anyway. Top of the third, we're now tied at 3 runs apiece. I'm standing in 1 for 1 on the day. 1 out, nobody on. Peter Boyle still on the mound for Oakland. First pitch from him. And there's one drilled out to deep right center field. Right fielder running back towards the wall. He's going to make the play at the edge of the warning track. That is the second out here in the top of the third. This is just a long and loud F9. Oof. Bottom of the fourth, Cardinals up 5-3. Nobody out and nobody on for Blake Sabol. He's 1 for 1 on the day with a 3-run dinger in the first inning. Wow, dude. Get yourself some. Nobody out and nobody on for him here in the fourth. He's got an 0-1 count against Gordon Graceffo. Let's see what the 0-1 pitch gets us here. Popped up. Shortstop's going to make the play in shallow left again. Well, fairly deep into shallow left there for the shortstop. He makes the catch, though, so that's the first out here in the home half of the fourth. Top of the fifth, we come back. 5-3 is the score with the Cardinals out in front. Runner on second and nobody out as I'm standing in 1 for 2 on the day with a 247 batting average. We're creeping on 250 now. And I get the dynamic challenge because of that man on second. And we're going to try to drive in the run. David Romero now on the mound for the A's out of the bullpen. He hits 91 on a running fastball, 90 on the sinker, 86 on his changeup. First pitch is the changeup. Below the knees, got a swing and a foul ball from me, so it's an 0-1 count. I'm a career .253 hitter against Oakland. That's not great. Chopped one up the middle there. Shortstop gets a glove on it. He's not going to get it to first base in time, though, as I failed on the dynamic challenge, but I did get an infield single. And we have runners on the corners with nobody out here in the top of the fifth. 6-3 the score when we come back, bottom of the fifth. 2 outs and a runner on first for Jacob Wilson. He's 0 for 1 on the day with a walk and a run scored. Let's see what he can do with the 0-1 pitch from Gordon Graceffo, who's still on the mound for the Cardinals. Graceffo kicks and deals. Ground ball to me at third. We're not going to second, we're going to first. That retires the side, so 5 innings are now complete here against the A's. The Cardinals are out in front in this one by a score of 6-3. All right, top of the sixth, still a 6-3 ball game. Runners on first and second. 1 away. I'm standing in against David Romero for the second time today. First pitch of the at-bat from the lefty. There's one drilled out to deep right field. Right fielder doesn't have to run far to get to that one. Runner at second, not quick enough to feel like he could advance on the play, so a non-productive second out here in the top of the sixth. That's not going to help the batting average. Bottom of the sixth, still a 6-3 ball game. Eloy Jimenez at the plate for the A's. He's 1 for 2 on the day, hitting .331 on the season. Have yourself a season, sir. He's got himself an 0-2 count with the bases empty and nobody out. Wind up and the pitch here from Gordon Graceffo. The liner over my head. How is that a fielding opportunity as that gets down in front of the left fielder? And Jimenez has himself a single. Top of the ninth, we come back. It's a 6-4 ball game. Cardinals out in front. I'm standing in 2 for 4 on the day. Memphis Mosquera on the mound for the A's now. Nobody out, nobody on, and Mosquera throws 95 on his 4-seamer, 91 on the 2-seamer, only 83 on the curveball. First pitch from him. Hot shot, just foul down the right field line. Man, if that would have landed on the other side of the stripe, that would have been great. 0-1 the count for me, though. Second pitch from Mosquera. Wow, that's a 4-seamer up at the eyes, above the inside corner. 1-1 the count. Third pitch of the at-bat now. Come on, big fella. Give me something good to swing at here. That was it. 2-seamer on the inner third. Just a little bit out in front of it, though, and it's fouled out of play for a 1-2 count. Fourth pitch of the at-bat now from Mosquera, as he's pitching me inside in this at-bat so far. And that's not inside. 4-seamer at the knees on the outer third. Got a piece of it and fouled it away. Good swing timing, bad contact, because that's the way things go with this game. Hopefully they've got that fixed in the show 25. The 1-2 pitch. There's one into left field. That'll get down in fair ground. All the way to the corner. They could say go to 2. I will hold up with the single. I'm not that worried about my slugging percentage. I'd rather just have a batting average over 250. That's the whole name of the game here, and that's my third hit of the game. Huh. I don't know why that just popped into my head. It's like, whoa, that's my second 3-hit ball game on this live stream. Josh Kasevich is at the plate here in the bottom of the ninth for the A's. Still a 6-4 ball game, and Kasevich is 0 for 2 on the day with a walk and an RBI. Got himself a .215 batting average on the season, though. Nobody out, nobody on. Ryan Weathers on the mound for the Cardinals. 2-2 pitch from him. Ground ball to me at third. We'll get a glove on that. Throw to first will be in time. And that's an easy first out here in the bottom of the ninth. Cardinals take the win in game number 1 against the A's. 6-4 the final score there. And we are going to move on to game number 2. And you know what that means. This is where I remind everybody, if you haven't done so already, or if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. You can also like and comment on this video, as all of those things do help me out with the YouTube algorithm. We start off game number 2 with a boss battle challenge against Henry Quezada. 2 outs, nobody on, no score, and let's see what my options are in this one. Well, we don't do contact or power swings, so it's double or nothing in this one. Quezada does throw 98 on the 4-seamer, 92 on his slider, 84 on the 12-6 curve. First pitch from him. And there's one drilled out to deep right center field. This ball's got a chance to get down for extra bases. Oh, yeah. It'll one-hop the wall out there, and we will get the double. A stand-up double to boot. Yeah. So a successful dynamic challenge here. Gets me double number 11 on the season. So apparently I'm doing a lot better against the A's than normal. 1-0 ball game here in the top of the third. Cardinals out in front. I'm standing in 1-for-1 on the day. 2 outs, nobody on. Henry Quezada still on the mound for Oakland. First pitch got me to swing and foul off a 12-6 curve. 0-1 the count for me here. Second pitch of the at-bat from Quezada. Gets the call. Four-seamer on the outside corner just above the knees. Good spot. 0-2 the count. 2 strike pitches well outside with the slider. 1-2 the count. You got to get that a little closer to the outside corner and a little bit lower, and then I'll go fishing there, Big Shoots. 1-2 pitch on the way here. There it is. Slider just off the outside corner at the knees. Swung on it very early and fouled it away somehow. 1-2 the count still. Next pitch is a 12-6 curve low and away. Take that one for a ball, so it's a 2-2 count after 5 pitches. Sixth pitch of the at-bat. Oh, swinging to miss at a four-seamer high on the outer third. Not the off-speed pitch I thought it was, and there's a K next to my name here in Oakland. Middle of the third inning, though. Cardinals are still leading by a score of 1-0. We come back top of the fifth. It's a 2-2 ball game. My batting average is over 250. Finally, it's a 257 batting average for me as I'm 1-for-2 on the day. Runners on first and second, nobody out. 2-2 ball game. Henry Quezada on the mound. And a 12-6 curve just inside. Not going to get the call there, so we have a 1-0 count to start this at-bat. Second pitch on its way here from Quezada. Come on, big fella. One good pitch is all I need. And that was not it. Four-seamer a little high on the outer third, and it's a 1-1 count after a swing and a miss. That's not going to help my vision stat out any. Third pitch on the way here from Quezada in the top of the fifth. Come on, big fella. Low and away with a four-seamer. Not going to tempt me on that one. 2-1 the count. Watch, he's going to go fastball high again on the outer third. Nope. Four-seamer's going to be off the outside corner. 3-1 the count for me now. Could it be first base for free and we load the bases with nobody out in the top of the fifth here? Let's see. Could have been, but I swung at a four-seamer just above the zone. That makes for a full count now. We're going to have ourselves a payoff pitch. Let's see what we get. Fly ball down the right field line. Right fielder runner over trying to make the play in foul ground. He does out near the wall, but both runners are going to tag and advance. So it's a productive first out here in the top of the fifth as both runners are now on second and third instead of first and second. We'll take that. Top of the seventh, we come back. It's a 3-2 lead for Oakland now. Runners on first and second, nobody out. Evan Justice now on the mound for Oakland. This lefty hits 96 on the four-seamer, 93 on his two-seamer, only 85 on the slider. The first pitch there had me out a little bit in front, and that two-seamer is sent foul down the third base line for an 0-1 count to start this plate appearance. Second pitch. We foul off a four-seamer on the outer third, a bit behind the four-seamer this time around, and it's an 0-2 count in a hurry here. Two-strike pitch on the way from Justice. And shatters the bat. Infield fly rule in effect as the second baseman makes the play just barely into the right field grass. And that's a shame because I kind of like that bat. I've been having some pretty decent luck with it. A's are going to take the win in this one. 3-2 the final score there as Devin Katimer suffers yet another loss. And this series is tied at 1 game apiece. Only 1-for-4 on the day, 4-for-9 on the series so far. That's solid. Let's move on to game number 3 and see who can win the rubber match of this 3-game series. More day game action. Bright sunny skies here in Oakland. I get to face off against Steve Nunez here in the top of the first. No score, 2 outs, nobody on. Nunez hits 95 on the four-seamer, 94 on the two-seamer, and that's all he's got that's quick. First pitch from him. Ripped down the left field line. Is that going to stay fair? It does, but it doesn't stay out of the left fielder's glove as he makes the play over near the line. It's just a little F7 for those of you keeping track at home. That's how the first plate appearance for me goes in this one. Moving on, it's now bottom of the first. Robert Grieve on the mound for the Redbirds here. Can he stay undefeated on the season? We shall see. Eloy Jimenez is at the plate for the A's. He's got an 8-game hit streak coming into this one. .333 the batting average for him here in the bottom of the first. 2-1 the count with the bases empty and 2 away. Wind up and the pitch from Grieve. Come on, big guy. Let's do this. Ground ball to me at third. We'll get a glove on that. Throw to first. We'll get him with ease. And 1 inning is now complete in Oakland. We are still scoreless in this one. All right, top of the fourth. A's out in front 2-0 now. Runner on first and 1 away as I'm standing in 0 for 1 on the day against Steve Nunez. First pitch of this at-bat from him. Come on, big fella. Runner's in motion. We take a pitch for a ball, and he is safe at second. So, yeah. That's a good effort there from Coe. I don't know how he managed that one. Where did that pitch end up? Right at the knees? That should have been a strike, man. Oh, well. 1-0 pitch on the way now from Nunez. There's one past the second baseman into right field. That'll be a single for me. And the runner comes around from second to score, so that stolen base comes back to haunt them. It's now a 2-1 ball game. A's are in the lead, but the Cardinals are showing a little bit of life here. We come back bottom of the fourth, still a 2-1 ball game. Joe Adell at the dish for the A's. 1 out, nobody on for him. He's 0 for 1 on the day, 0 for 4 on the series. He's got himself an 0-2 count. Let's see what the 2-strike pitch from Robert Grieve gets us here. Ground ball down the third baseline. We'll get a glove on that. Throw from foul ground to first. Got him. 2 away now in the bottom of the fourth. We move on top of the sixth. Still a 2-1 lead for the A's. I'm 1 for 2 on the day with a runner on third and 2 away. Steve Nunez still on the mound for Oakland. First pitch of the at-bat from him. And had me out in front of a changeup at the knees on the outer third. It's an 0-1 count after fouling that one away. Way out in front of that thing with the swing, too. Second pitch of the at-bat. There's one drilled out to deep right field, but it's not going to be deep enough. Right fielder out near the warning track to make the play. And that sends us to the bottom of the sixth with Oakland out in front by a score of 2-1. We come back top of the eighth. Cardinals are in the lead 3-2 now. I'm standing in 1 for 3 on the day. Runner on second, nobody out. Nick Michi on the mound for the A's. He hits 96 on the four-seamer, 94 on the cutter, only 87 on the slider. First pitch from him. Just misses the inside corner with the cutter. It's a 1-0 count in front of 18,495 in attendance of today's game in Oakland. Second pitch of the at-bat. Way inside with the cutter. Just about got the elbow on that one. 2-0 the count. Might want to switch to that slider or four-seamer, bud. 2-0 pitch on the way. And he went to the four-seamer, got it in the zone, got a piece of it from my end of things, and fouled it away. 2-1 the count. Next pitch from Michi. Four-seamer on the outer third, got a piece of that one as well and fouled it off. And it's now a 2-2 count. Fifth pitch of the at-bat here in the top of the eighth. Got me reaching for the slider off the plate away. Hook, line, and slider. And I go back to the dugout with a K next to my name. We don't need the replay of that. Top of the ninth, Cardinals are up 6-2 now. I'm standing in 1 for 4 on the day. Did I see 5 for 13 on the series? Runner on third and 2 away with Memphis Mosquera on the mound for the A's now. He still hits 95 on the four-seamer, 91 on his two-seamer. First pitch. Right to the first baseman. Call that one 3 unassisted to send us to the bottom of the ninth here in Oakland. But the Cardinals hold the lead by a score of 6-2. Bottom of the ninth, it's a 6-3 ball game now. Runner on first and nobody out. Ryan Weathers on the mound for the Cardinals. Jacob Wilson at the plate for the A's. He's 1 for 3 on the day, 1 for 6 on the series. He's got a full count with a runner on first and nobody out. Wind up and the pitch from Weathers. He bunts one down the third baseline to me. We'll get a glove on that. Throw to first. Easy play. 1 away here in the bottom of the ninth. But it's a quality sacrifice as he advances the runner to third. Cardinals will hold on to take the win 6-3, the final score there, as Drew Hackenberg gets the win out of the bullpen. I think. Is he still in the bullpen? I don't know. They may have put him in the starting rotation. I have no idea. 1 for 5 day at the plate for me. 5 for 14 on the series. That'll help the old batting average out. as we take 2 out of 3 when we visit Oakland. We're going to head back to the clubhouse and have ourselves another series here. And while that's loading in, I'm going to take another drink. All right, we're going to be playing against the Phillies. Looks like a 3-game series on the road in Philadelphia. Still just regular old hitting for me on this season. .253 the batting average for me, though, so that's awesome. I've got one of the lowest batting averages in the starting lineup here. That's ugly, at least for the Cardinals. Ugly for me, anyway. So here we go. Overcast skies here in Philadelphia. Top of the first, 2 outs, nobody on, no score. I'm hitting .253 on the season. Mick Abel on the mound for Philly. He hits 97 on his four-seamer. Only 88 on the cutter. That's all he's got that's quick. First pitch from him in this at-bat. Oh, dude. Slider had me completely fooled at the plate. 0-1 the count after a big fat swing and a miss there. 0-1 pitch on the way from Abel. And we foul away the cutter at the top of the zone. Still out in front of the pitch by quite a bit. 0-2 the count. Looking for that four-seamer, and I haven't seen it yet. The 2-strike pitch from Abel. Swing and a miss and a slider on the outer third. Wow. No love for me in Philly. We come back top of the third. Cardinals up 1-0 now. I'm standing in 0 for 1 on the day. Batting average at .251 now. Runners on first and second. Nobody out, and I get a dynamic challenge because of those men on base. And, you know what? We'll try to only swing at pitches inside the zone and drive in a run. And, yeah, he hit me with that slider and just totally tore me up for the strikeout in my first plate appearance. Didn't fool me with the slider that time. Got a hold of that one and sent it out to right center field. Center fielder makes the play. Runner at second tags up to advance. So it's a productive first out here in the top of the third. And we have runners on the corners with only 1 away. Top of the fifth, we come back. I'm at the dish again. 0 for 2 on the day. Cardinals leading 3-1, though. I've got a runner on first and nobody out this time around, as Mick Abel is still towing the rubber for Philly. First pitch of the at-bat from him here in the top of the fifth. Swing and a miss at the four-seamer. Finally shows me the fastball, and I was way behind that for an 0-1 count. A career .280 hitter against Philly. That's surprising. Oh, gripped and ripped on that curveball. Didn't fool me at all. That's buried in the bleachers out in left field. 2-run dinger for me. Home run number 10 on the season. And we will take that. How far did it fly? 418 feet. And only 108 off the bat. But yeah, that extends the Cardinals' lead here. Oh, I should have watched for the green line. Dang it. Bottom of the sixth, we come back. It's a 7-3 ball game. Cardinals out in front. Federico Vasquez at the plate for Philly. He's 0 for 2 on the day, hitting .242 on the season. He's got runners on the corners and nobody out. 1-1 pitch on the way here from Jose Urquidy, who's now on the mound out of the bullpen. Hot shot to me. We'll throw to second, get the out there, relay to first in time. Double play, erases the base runners and puts 2 outs on the board as we go around the horn 5-4-3, but a run did score on the play. Top of the seventh, it's a 7-4 ball game as I'm standing in 1 for 3 on the day. .254 the batting average for me on the season. Nobody out and nobody on with Kevin Gonzalez now on the mound for Philadelphia. He hits 95 on the four-seamer, 93 on his running fastball, only 88 on the slider. First pitch from him. Oh, up and in a little bit with that running fastball. How about you keep it down just a little bit there, bud? 1-0 pitch is going to be on the way from Gonzalez. Come on, big shoots. Give me something good to hit. That's not it. Four-seamer below the knees, taken for ball 2. We have a 2-0 count now. Third pitch of the at-bat. Oh, got me with the four-seamer above the zone on the inner third. Not the off-speed pitch I was hoping for there. 2-1 pitch off the inside corner with the four-seamer, and we swung at that one and fouled it away as well. 2-2 the count. Not a single pitch in the zone so far in this at-bat. That's no exception with that four-seamer as it's low and away. Full count. So we're looking at a payoff pitch. Will he find the zone here? He does, and I hammer a slider foul down the left field line. We're going to do the payoff pitch one more time here. Let's see if he can put another one in the zone for me. Nope. Four-seamer below the knees, and it's first base for free, and we made him burn some pitches to make it happen. That's a quality at-bat if I do say so myself. Top of the 8th, it's an 8-4 lead for the Cardinals. I'm standing in with 2 outs and a runner on first. 1 for 3 day at the plate so far with that home run I hit earlier. Not get a dynamic challenge because of the man on first. Oh, we'll just go for advancing the runner. What the heck. Zach Thompson now on the mound for Philly. He hits 96 on the four-seamer, and that's all he's got that's quick. First pitch. Ooh, it is the four-seamer at 94, right down Broadway. Good swing timing, bad contact, and it's an 0-1 count. Second pitch of the at-bat. Oh, swing and a miss underneath the four-seamer above the zone on the inside corner. And it's a quick 0-2 hole for me. The 2-strike pitch. Fouled away, a 12-6 curve below the knees. What am I doing at the plate? Oh, that's right, swinging at everything. Next 2-strike pitch. Outside with a four-seamer. It's a 1-2 count in front of 27,253 in attendance of today's game. The 1-2 pitch. Low and inside with a circle change, and it's a 2-2 count. Only one pitch has actually been in the zone in this at-bat. And that 12-6 curve probably would have struck me out, and somehow I got a piece of that despite being way out in front of it. 2-2 the count. We foul off another 12-6 curve in the zone. And it's still a 2-2 count after 7 pitches. Pitch number 8 from Thompson. Up and away with the four-seamer. That's almost a Superman pitch there. It's up and away, but not quite up and away. Full count now on the top of the 8th. Runner will be in motion on the pitch. 9th pitch of the at-bat. And we foul away a cutter off the outside corner. Still a full count here in the top of the 8th. It's going to be the 10th pitch of the at-bat. And we strike out on a four-seamer above the zone on the outside corner. So long for that at-bat. There's a K next to my name now, but at least I made him throw 10 pitches to make it happen. Cardinals still lead this one, though, by a score of 8-4. Yeah, Cardinals are going to take the win here. 8-4 the final score in game number 1. We're going to move on to game number 2, and you know what that means. This is where I remind everybody, if you haven't done so already, or if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. You can also like and comment on this video, as all of those things do help me out with the YouTube algorithm. Second game in a row with rain falling here in Philly. Let's see what we can do here in a scoreless ball game. Top of the first, runner on first and 1 away. Emerson Hancock on the mound for Philadelphia. He hits 95 on the four-seamer, 95 on the sinker as well. That's all he's got that's quick. First pitch is off the outside corner with the four-seamer. 1-0 the count. Phillies are 22-27 on the season so far. And we foul off a four-seamer above the zone there. Come on, lay off a pitch or two, would you, bud? I'd be doing so much better this season if I could just do that. There's a ground ball with eyes into right field. That'll advance the runner to second. And we have runners on first and second with only 1 away here in the top of the first. I'll take that. I'll help the old batting average out. Bottom of the first. Still a scoreless ball game here. Tink Hence on the mound for the Redbirds. C.J. Abrams at the dish. He's hitting .326 on the season. He's got a runner on first and 2 away as he's standing in here. 0-1 the count for him. Tink Hence is going to be kicking and dealing here. We don't need a double play. Just any old out will work. Hot shot down the third base line. That's going to get into left field. It's a fair ball all the way into the corner. Runner from first holds up at second, even though he probably could have made it to third with ease. But, yeah, it's a base hit for Abrams. There's runners on first and second with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Still bottom of the first, 1-0 ball game. Philly out in front. Runners on first and second, 2 away. Aiden Miller at the plate. He's hitting .240 on the season. He's a 2-time All-Star, looking for his 3rd straight appearance in that game this year. Got himself an 0-1 count with Tink Hence on the mound still for the Cardinals. Wind up and the pitch from Hence. And it's a bunt down the third baseline. Oh, this is going to be a close one. Bare hand grab and go. Got him. That'll finally stop the bleeding here in the bottom of the first. Phillies out in front by a score of 1-0, and we are moving on. Bottom of the second now. It's a 1-0 ball game still. Runner on second and 1 away for Christian Pachi. He's hitting .225 on the season, and he's got himself an 0-2 count in this at-bat. Looks like they're expecting a bunt. Wind up and the pitch from Hence. Yep, it's a bunt down the third baseline. We'll get a glove on that. Throw to first. In time. Quality sacrifice from Pachi to get the runner to third with 2 outs now in the bottom of the second. 1-1 ball game in the top of the third as we come back to it. I'm standing in 1-for-1 on the day. Runner on first, nobody out. Emerson Hancock still towing the rubber. First pitch from him. Come on, big guy. There's one drill down the right field line. Is that going to stay fair? It is. It's going to one-hop off the wall out there. I will have a stand-up double, and they hold the runner at third. We have runners on second and third now with nobody out in the top of the third. I like it. I like it a lot. Top of the fifth, it's a 2-1 ball game. Cardinals out in front. I'm standing in 2-for-2 on the day. Runner on first, one away. Emerson Hancock still on the mound. First pitch from him this time around is a pitch out. 1-0 the count as the runner was not going on that one. Second pitch of the at-bat now. Come on, big fella. Give me something good to swing at. Not really a good one. Four-seamer low and inside, and we send it out to center field. Center fielder makes the play. Base runner has to retreat to first, and that's the second out here in the top of the fifth. It's the first time I've gotten out in this game. Gosh, I can't talk. 3-2 the score here in the bottom of the fifth. We come back to it. Runner on third and 2 away for Nick Pratto. He's 1-for-2 on the day with a single and a run scored, and he's hitting .318 on the season. Tink Hent's still towing the rubber for St. Louis here. He's going to be throwing an 0-2 pitch to Pratto. And it's a bunt down the third base line. Oh, it's a bold strategy. Cotton bare hand grab and go is not going to get the job done. He beats it out. He's bunt for a hit is successful, and it scores the run to tie the game at 3. Wow. Top of the seventh, we're still tied at 3. I'm standing in 2-for-3 on the day, 3-for-7 on the series. Bo Brisk is now on the mound for the Philadelphia Phillies. He hits 97 on the four-seamer, 95 on his two-seamer, and that's all he's got that's quick. First pitch from him. Just off the outside corner. Called a ball, rightfully so. 1-0 the count. Second pitch of the at-bat. Oh, we foul away a circle change in my cold zone. It's above the knees on the inner third. 1-1 the count. Good swing timing, bad contact. That's a shame. The 1-1 pitch. And we foul away a two-seamer on the outer third near the top of the zone. And it's a 1-2 count in a hurry. Again, good swing timing, bad contact. Fourth pitch of the at-bat. And we pop up a two-seamer on the inner third. Third baseman comes in to make the play on the pitching mound. Hey, bud, get off the mound. Bottom of the seventh, we come back. Still a 3-3 ball game. Christian Pachi at the plate. He's 1-for-1 on the day with that single. He's also got a run scored. Nobody out, nobody on for him. Belly full of Cracker Jack. Let's see what the 1-1 pitch from Drew Hackenberg gets us here. Ground ball to third. We'll get a glove on that. Throw to first. Will be in plenty of time. And that's the first out in the bottom of the seventh. Apparently the old Cracker Jack didn't do him any good in that at-bat. Bottom of the eighth, we're still tied at 3. Runner on first. Nobody out. C.J. Abrams at the dish. He's 1-for-3 on the day with a single on his line score, but he's 4-for-7 on the series. A pair of doubles in there as well. He's got himself a 1-2 count with Drew Hackenberg on the mound. Wind up and the pitch from Hackenberg. Can we get the double play ground ball? We will. We get a glove on that. Throw to second in time. Relay to first. Not going to be in time as he beats it out on the back end to avoid the double play. But we do get the lead runner at second, so that's 1 away now in the bottom of the eighth. And we have a runner on first. Top of the ninth, we come back. Still a 3-3 ball game. I'm standing in 2-for-4 on the day. Runner on first. Nobody out. Bo Brisk still on the mound for Philly. I get the dynamic challenge because the man on first and we don't do contact or power swing, so it's double or nothing in this one. Brisk still throws 97 on the four-seamer, 95 on the two-seamer. First pitch from him. Drilled out to deep center field. Center fielder going back towards the wall. Is he going to be able to make the play? He is just short of hitting a home run to dead center field. As the play is made out on the warning track, it's just a long and loud fly out for the first out in the top of the ninth. Cardinals end up taking the win as we win 4-3. I'm assuming in extra innings. Let's see. 2-for-5 day at the plate for me. 3-for-9 on the series. That's not bad. Yeah, we did go into 10 innings there. 4-3 the final score. We're going to move on to the next game here in Philadelphia. See if we can complete a sweep on the road. That would be nice. Little sunshine finally in Philly as the weather system has moved out. bright sunshine, and Paul Skeens is throwing for Philly in 2032. Okay. 2 outs and nobody on. I'm getting the boss battle challenge against him. Power swing for a hit? No, thanks. Only swing of pitches in the zone and record a hit. I doubt it'll happen, but we'll go for it because I don't think I'm going to draw the walk against Skeens. He does throw 98 on the four-seamer, though. 91 on his cutter, and that's all he's got that's quick. First pitch of the at-bat. Gripped and ripped on a cutter right down Broadway, but I was too far out in front of it, and it goes foul down the left field line. 0-1 the count. Second pitch from Skeens. And we foul away a four-seamer. Another one down the middle of the plate, just above the knees there. And it's an 0-2 count in a hurry for me. The 2-strike pitch, just a bit outside with the changeup there. 1-2 the count after watching that one go by. So far I've only swung at ones in the zone. And that swing and a miss at a ball in the dirt is going to kill that. 2-3 putout completes the strikeout. And we're heading to the bottom of the first. Still scoreless here in Philly. Top of the third, it's a 3-1 lead for the Phillies. Runner on first and one away as I'm standing in 0 for 1 on the day. 3 for 10 on the series so far. I get another dynamic challenge because of the runner on first, and we don't do contact or power swing, so it's going to be homer or nothing for this one. Paul Skeens, of course, still on the mound for Philly. First pitch of the at-bat from him. Swing and a miss at a changeup below the knees on the inner third, and it's an 0-1 count. Still a 7-time Silver Slugger, but you can't tell by the way this season has gone. Next pitch is a four-seamer just a bit outside at the top of the zone. 1-1 the count for me now. Third pitch of the at-bat from Paul Skeens. Come on, big fella. And we foul off a changeup below the knees on the inside corner. Every pitch outside the zone, and I've swung at the ones below the knees only. 1-2 the count now. That pitch, no exception to the rule, outside the zone. Four-seamer well below the knees on the outside corner. 2-2 the count. And he got me reaching for the slider off the outside corner at the knees. There's another K next to my name. 2 at-bats, 2 strikeouts. And we got to avoid the hat trick now. So we come back top of the fifth, 5-1 the score with Philly out in front. Runner on first and one away. Paul Skeens still toeing the rubber. First pitch from him. And he hit me with the gas in the zone, swinging a miss, and it's an 0-1 count. No chance of catching up to that four-seamer there at 97 miles an hour. Chopper there off the mound. Second baseman gets a glove on it. Throws to the shortstop covering second. Relay to first in time. It's a 4-6-3 double play. It's not a strikeout, but not a productive plate appearance either. So, oof. Been a rough day against Skeens so far. Top of the seventh, it's a 6-2 ball game with Philly out in front. I'm standing in 0 for 3 on the day, 3 for 12 on the series, so there's that perfect 250 batting average on the series again. 1 out, nobody on, and I get my first shot against Kevin Gonzalez. Oh, let's try to record a hit after taking the first pitch. Gonzalez does throw 95 on the four-seamer, 93 on the running fastball, 88 on his slider. First pitch taken all the way here. Good thing, too, because it's a four-seamer below the knees. 1-0 the count. Second pitch of the at-bat from Gonzalez. Gripped and ripped to deep left. No doubt dinger. Second home run of the series here in Philly. So there's a little souvenir for the fans. I wonder if they're going to throw that one back. What is that, home run number 11 on the season? Yeah, 11th home run, 422-footer out into deep left field. And we will take that. Will we get the green line, though? Oh, yeah, we finally get a green line. Of course, I actually have to watch the replay to see if I get the green line. So we will take that. Alrighty. We come back top of the ninth. 9-3 the score. Philly out in front. Runner on first. 1 away. I'm standing in 1 for 4 on the day against Jose Salazar. He hits 98 on the four-seamer. That's all he's got that's quick. First pitch. Ooh, tempted me with a slurve right down Broadway. Had me out in front of it just by a little bit, though, so it's fouled away for an 0-1 count. Second pitch. Chop to third. That's going to be 2 as they go around the horn. 5, 4, and 3 to seal the deal. Philly takes the win after I ground into a double play there. 9-3 the final score. So we don't get the sweep, but we still win the series 2-1, and we desperately needed that series as well. 1 for 5 day at the plate for me, 4 for 14 on the series with a pair of home runs. Not the best day at the plate, but we will take it. And that's going to be, what, end of the 4th series on this live stream. So I think we're going to call it right there. So for those of you still hanging out with me, thanks for being here today. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and do all the fun social media things. We will see you tomorrow in our next regularly scheduled video from Road to the Show in MLB The Show 24. So, yeah, have a good one out there, boys and girls. Try to stay warm if it's chilly where you're at. I know it is where I live. So, yeah, have a good one, and we will see you tomorrow.